Everyone, so welcome back. If you made it through my first video, I'm glad you came back for the second one. Now, as promised, I'm going to show you that nighttime drink I was telling you about. In the first video I made, I went over some stuff that you could do, healthy alternatives in the morning drink that I showed you, how to make some healthy coffee, and some alternatives for breakfast, some healthy things to do with your breakfast. So now I'm going to show you the nighttime drink that I was telling you about. This is fantastic. This will boost your metabolism, keep it burning through the night. You'll lose weight while you sleep. It does work. So without any further ado, let me show you what exactly is entailed in doing this drink. First thing you're going to need is a good juicer. I personally recommend the Ninja. This works amazing. It pulverizes and liquefies everything I put into that juice into a nice drink. It doesn't make it any chunky it's just a smooth to drink. And when I show you what's going to go into this drink, you're going to understand why you're going to want it to be nice and smooth. Now, the first thing you do is you're going to take your cup and just put a cup of water, just a regular cup of water, into here. Then you're going to add a lemon, the whole lemon, the rind and everything. There's a lot of nutrients and fibers in the rind. You want to add that as well. So just to make it easier and save room in your blender cup, what I'll normally do is just cut it in half and then into quarters, but whatever, it's really up to you. But you're just going to put the entire lemon in, the whole thing. So after you put that in, you're going to put in half of a cucumber. Some people say you could put in a whole cucumber. You can. It's just going to make your drink that much more, and you're not going to get that much more nutrients out of it because it's 90% water to begin with. So really, if you want to cut down on the amount you're going to be drinking before bed, because this drink will add up, I just say do half a cucumber, especially this time of year when cucumbers are expensive. Just do half a cucumber. So we have the lime, we have a lemon, we have water, we have cucumber in your drink so far. Next thing you're going to want to go with is, and I keep mine in a nice Ziploc bag to keep it fresh, parsley. So what you do is you're going to literally take a handful of parsley and just drop it in. That's all there is. Parsley is very healthy for you. There's a lot of nutrients in parsley. So then after the parsley, what you're going to want to do, a tablespoon or so of fresh ginger. See, so what I normally do is I buy a week's worth at a time, and I just take a cheese grater. You can leave the skin and everything right on it. I just take a cheese grater and just grate down, and then all the whole bit, the whole stump and everything. Ginger is fantastic. It's an anti-inflammatory. It helps you lose weight. It helps with the bloatiness. It's just going to be a fantastic portion of this drink. Next thing you're going to put in is a tablespoon of aloe vera juice. After the aloe vera juice, you're going to want to put in some turmeric. Turmeric's another very healthy anti-inflammatory. It works wonders. So now that's basically the gist of the drink. On top of that, what I sometimes like to do just to add a little bit of health to it, especially if I haven't taken enough throughout the course of the day, I'll add in some more of the MCT oil that I showed you in the first video that I put into my coffee. I'll put a drop or so of that in there. If I need to, or if I want to, I'll put in some more of my Bragg's apple cider vinegar, just for a little extra additive if I didn't take in enough throughout the course of the day. Generally, I like to use about 6 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar a day. 2 tablespoons in a half hour to an hour before breakfast, 2 tablespoons an hour before lunch, 2 tablespoons an hour before dinner. If I miss some throughout the day, then I'll just throw them in my nighttime drink there at night and get the same benefits. So the key to this drink, like I said, is making sure you use a good blender, a juicer. The Ninja works great because it's going to pulverize all the pieces from the lemon, the rind. It's going to pulverize all the fresh grated ginger so you don't have any strings in your drink. And all these things combined taste pretty good. You're probably thinking a lot of this stuff all added up. Trust me, majority of what you're going to be tasting is the lemon. If you like lemon, this drink, I personally think it's very tasty myself. I've turned a lot of people at work onto it, and a lot of people are now using it. And some people like it, some people don't. They're doing it regardless, whether they like it or not, because it will work. You will see results. If you didn't catch my first video, then I'll tell you, I did drop 45 pounds in a relatively short period of time, 4 to 6 weeks, give or take. And unlike some of the unhealthy diets like the Hollywood diet, or where you drop a ton of pounds in like a weekend, but then you gain it all back, this weight is off, and it's off for good. Unless I fall into bad habits again, this weight is off, and it's staying off. So all these drinks are very healthy. All the ingredients have a purpose. They all will benefit you. And I promise you, you will see the results. Give it some time. Doesn't happen overnight, even though it's an overnight drink. But it will happen some overnights. So you will see results. I believe when I first started doing this, I did drop significantly in the first maybe 10 days. And then it gradually tapered off, but progressively it kept coming off. And before I knew it, I was down 45, if not more, pounds. So it does work. Now, I'll leave some links in the description below if you're curious as to what personal juicers I would recommend, or what blenders, or where to get some of the MCT oils, because these can be hard to find. You don't just find the good ones in anywhere. You could find cheap MCT oil in any place, any health food store, but they're not. You really just want the one with the C8 strand. So I'll leave links below of where to find exactly the ones you're going to want, because that's important. If you're going to go through all this and spend the money and spend the time and the effort, and you're going to get yourself psyched and excited thinking you're going to drop all this weight, if you're going to do it, you got to do it right, or it's just not going to work. So until the next time, I'll probably give you some tips next time on some healthy lunchtime stuff, and maybe some exercises that I've been doing, and some more healthy tips. But until then, stay healthy, and talk to you soon.